This is the current state of my garden right now. You'll see that I got a lot of tomatoes. So many, in fact, that I was told by my parents not to pick some of them, and I had to leave some of them, and therefore some of them have spoiled. As you can see here, it's spoiled. Can't use it. So, yeah, I have a lot of tomatoes here that can't actually be used. Some of them can be, but it's really hard to sort. For now, I have these. This is all I could salvage. I got a cucumber. I actually have a few cucumbers uh, growing in here right now. This one is only partially formed. There's another one here, if you can see it. And ah, oh, wow! I found a new one on camera. Ah, mm, mm. Another cucumber. So that brings us to two cucumbers and a few tomatoes. Now, my kale plant over here, it's doing well. It's grown really tall from all the other times I picked kale from it. I've also been told not to pick this yet since we have no plans on using kale. This is my chili plant, my green chili plant. And over here you can actually see one starting to form. And the flowering ones are here in white. So yeah, I have some green tomatoes coming in. So I'll be able to get those depending on when I end the project, which is going to be sometime this week as the report portion starts. And I think these are actually good. No, see, as you can see, a lot of these are like really hard to spot. If they're split across the end like this, I'm not sure if I want to use them. Sometimes you can, but sometimes it's safer not to. So, yeah. One thing I want to say is that I think my progress has been really good so far for the duration of this project. One thing that was really interesting to me is how the cucumber plants and the tomato plants worked together and grew out away from my garden. So this is my garden, right? The cucumber and tomato plants actually grew outward onto my door over here. And this is like 1.5 meters away, like that. And as you can see over here, if there was more time for the project, I would be picking cucumbers from here. The other cucumber I actually did pick from here. And alongside these, you can also see all these tomatoes that came in. But out of all of these, I'm sure they've gone bad. But I did pick a lot, so it's not like there's a big waste here. What else is there to say? Yes, so you can see how over here it splits off into its own ways and how it's attaching. And over here you can see how it spirals on as if it was a lasso. So yeah, I learned that's one of the biggest takeaways for me actually from this. And I understand that it looks like a bit of a mess, but I did state that I was going for function over form, meaning that I would be picking all of my veggies and I wouldn't be caring about how it looked. So you just saw me on camera find and pick a cucumber from the ground, and I'm perfectly okay with that because I feel like that's more important than having them like in neat rows and anything like that. So yeah, I think that's all there is to say about this portion. I'm interested to find out what that yellow thing is because I can't see it from this distance. And maybe to end off the recording, there actually are not many good. Oh, I see a tomato. I'll just reach over. One main thing is that I have to step over a lot of different things to get to these. So maybe one of these. Yeah, this is yellow, but it can still be used. I'm gonna go ahead and take it and step back into my yard. So yeah, that is my garden as of September 25th, 2017. I've been working on this since May, and the project will be over in November. So I'm just surprised to see that it worked so well. And I actually think it's a good thing that I got an excess of tomatoes, because that helps answer my research question of whether that reduces dependency on grocery stores, because it really did. I mean, we haven't gone to a grocery store for tomatoes once at all. Like, we've been getting it all from here, and it's so good, and it's organic, and I think that it was really worth it, and this might be something that I could continue doing easily after the project, since all it takes is like getting the tomato saplings and planting them and nurturing them and watering them with all of the skills that I learned from this project. And if I focused on like something a little less crazy than this, then it would be something that I would totally would pursue. So that's about it from me. I think that this went rather well. I'm really happy from how the progression looks from a small garden with like small little saplings and some seeds, and all the way to this. Like, just look at all this green everywhere, and now maybe some yellow, but that's just because it's fall. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling on now, and yeah, that is my first and maybe my only video process journal, but it's a good one. Yeah, picture says 1,000 words, so a video is really good. Okay, bye.